Senator Northam lives in Norfolk with his wife Pam, an elementary school science teacher. They have 2 children. And recently, Senator Northam announced his candidacy for the office of Virginia's Lieutenant Governor. Very much appreciate you joining us today in supporting our good friend Sheila Olem.
Absolutely.
Thank you, John.
I will be brief, and I see y'all are going to stare right past me.
Someone shut it off.
For Sheila, and that's really why I want to say a few words. And as John said, I grew up over on the Eastern Shore, that piece of Virginia that's all left off the map, and now living in Norfolk. I'm a pediatric neurologist there at King's Daughters, and I'm sporting ODU because I know Sheila's son is at ODU. I'd be remiss if I just didn't take a quick minute and talk about a little bit of the sadness that we had on Friday. And I know we don't like to bring it up, but it's something that as a parent of 2, Pam and I raised 2 kids. I teach at the medical school. My wife is, as John said, is an elementary school teacher. One of the things that was mentioned is that I am the medical director of Edmark Hospice, so at any given time I oversee the terminal care of about 60 children. And as you know, in addition to being a very sad job, it's also been rewarding. But the point I would make to you all is that there is no greater love between a parent and a child. We do everything that we can in medicine to help these kids, to give them the therapy that they need, to keep them comfortable. And for these children on Friday to just literally be taken away from their parents is a travesty. I have never lost a child. I hope nobody in here has, but I can tell you from watching and my work through hospice, there is nothing in this world more difficult than losing a child. And so I think that folks, in order to get through that, need their faith in God. They also need the support of their friends and family members. So if there's anything that we can do as a society to help these families, I would encourage it. And finally, I would say that, I think it's time, the biggest disservice that our society can do is to sit back and do nothing about what's going on out there right now. And there are some things that we can work on. Just real briefly, John mentioned this past session in Richmond was an embarrassment for Virginia. It was taking us back into the 19th century, in my opinion. The things that they mandated, that women should have these ultrasounds against their will, that physicians or providers should be ordering tests against their better judgment. These are things that we need to move forward, we need to move away from and stop. One of the reasons I'm so admired to meet Sheila is that we need more women. When we sat back and watched that fiasco unravel in the state Senate, there were 19 men and 1 woman telling women what they should do with their lives, and that's not right. So Sheila, we're here for you today. I'm so happy to be up here in Northern Virginia. Again, I guess we probably should move this way.
Yeah, we should.
I met Sheila for the first time last week in Williamsburg, and I know she was elected to the council here in Herndon in 2010 and hit the ground running. And these are the kind of folks we need, whether it be at the local level, at the in the General Assembly, state, or in the congressional. We need people that are there to serve and do what's right for their area and for the Commonwealth. And it's great to see that you've done these things with the Green Initiative. I know that there was a story about some bicycle racks that were collecting dust that you pulled out and put to good use. I know you provided more transparency for local government, and so all of those things are important. And it's also important, as you all know, and I'm glad that you all are here to support Sheila, but in order to do these things, you have to have a fundraiser here and there. So I appreciate you all having us here, and without further ado, I'm going to turn this over to Sheila. So thank you very much.